Hi, I'm Seth Streeter, and we're talking about the Inspired Living Journey. And I'm so excited to have my friend Nora Tobin with us today. Thank you, Nora, for being here.
Thank you, Seth.
We're here to talk about sleep, a subject that hopefully we all can relate to. Many of us wish or think we probably need more, but we're going to talk about how we can get healthier sleep. And some of us have done sleep challenges in the past, and we thought about ways we can improve. But Nora, I'd love to get your ideas for how can we improve our sleep, and why is sleep even important for us?
Well, I'm going to start with the why, Seth, because
Okay.
I always think that if you know the reason behind it, it's more motivating to put practices into place to help accelerate that goal.
Yeah.
So with sleep, it's actually quite an interesting process what happens when we're sleeping. It's our reparative process. But more specifically, our glymphatic system turns on. Different than the lymphatic system, but the glymphatic system is only activated, for the most part, about 95% of it is activated at night when we're sleeping. And what's happening is our brain expands and cerebral spinal fluid flushes through the brain, clearing out brain plaque. So for Alzheimer's, any kind of brain degenerative disease, we need to efficiently clear that brain plaque.
Right.
So number one, deep sleep to activate the glymphatic system, super important. Number two, the hormones leptin and ghrelin are regulated during our sleep stages and act in a certain way during the day based on how we slept. So leptin is our satisfaction hormone, meaning when we eat something, if our leptin is high enough, we'll feel satisfied. Of course, it depends if you're having enough fiber, all those things, but for the most part, we want leptin to be high. Ghrelin is that hunger hormone. It can get out of control when we don't sleep well. And so the next day we could be craving sugary or salty foods or things that are just not necessarily healthy,
Right.
because those two hormones are out of balance.
Okay.
And then finally, we want to get into the deeper stages of theta and delta brainwave sleep, which is those very slow and low stages of sleep, slow brainwaves, which is going to help with the most repair, creating new neural connections, supporting our memories, imprinting our memories. So there's a whole world of things that happen when
Right.
we're sleeping.
Right.
And it's not necessarily the amount of which we're sleeping, although it's really suggested that 7 to 9 hours are ideal. But as high performers, I don't know if you're getting 7 hours. So we want to focus more on the quality of sleep rather than the quantity. So there are certain ways to get into this deeper stage of sleep, which I'm going to take you through today. And you can apply all of them, you can apply one of them. You will notice a difference with any of them, but if you apply all, of course, you're going to feel like you get a really deep, deep rest.
Wonderful. Okay.
So the first one I highly recommend is lowering your core temperature. So your core temperature actually has to drop by 2 degrees in order to get into those deeper stages of sleep. So to do this, you can simply, of course, make your room cold, take a shower that involves some cold water, so 30 seconds of cold, mixed with the heat, which is going to raise the blood to the surface, lowering the core temperature. And then also getting in any kind of cold therapy during the day, so that ice on the face that we talked about, or an ice bath if you have any interest in that, is also very helpful.
Okay.
Second tip would be to increase your minerals at night, specifically magnesium. Magnesium has been depleted in our soil, and magnesium is really going to help shift us into the parasympathetic nervous system, calm our body, and really regulate those really deep, deep sleep hormones.
Would that be taking a magnesium supplement?
Magnesium supplements,
Okay.
great. Powder in your water, the magnesium powder,
Okay.
liquid in the water, or even the magnesium cream would be very helpful for that. If you like supplements or herbs, adaptogens are also a great thing for sleep. Adaptogens have been used for thousands of years in India, in Central and South America, and they help your body adapt to stress.
Okay.
So they bring your body down in a way that's not going to make you feel zonked the next day. Ashwagandha is a really great adaptogen example, but I can provide a whole list of adaptogens.
Wonderful. Okay.
And then finally, we're going to just do a few simple restorative sleep techniques. So if you're getting ready to go to sleep, you might not be watching this right before sleep, but you can always turn this back on right before you go to bed. And I'm going to just guide you through a couple deep stretches and breathing techniques to help you sleep.
Let's do it.
So coming onto your mat in a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Draw your shoulders down and back. Turn your palms to face up. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Gently making your way onto your hands and knees, staying with those slow, deep breaths. Drop your belly, lift your chest, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, round, tuck your chin. Inhale, arch. Circulating the spine, exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Spine comes back to neutral, toes together, knees apart, sit back on your heels. Child's pose. Let your head go. And from here, if you are at home and you have pillows, you can rest the pillows underneath your hips. You can rest them on your chest, a little bit of extra support. Can help you drop in a little deeper. Slow, deep breaths. Letting your hips draw back, head hangs heavy. If you want to gently rock your head from side to side, stimulating your forehead. This is going to help calm the system, calm the nervous system. Exhale, slowly making your way up to a seated position. Bringing your left thigh parallel with the front of your mat, and then right knee back. So you don't have to be very flexible for this, but this is going to be a gentle twist. So you're going to twist gently to the left. And then if you have pillows, you're going to rest your pillows underneath you, or you're going to slowly walk your hands out, let your head go. You can drop your forearms down. You can go wherever feels good for you. But this gentle twist of the organs is going to help detoxify the system, and it's going to help calm you in a really, really gentle way. These slow, deep breaths, getting into those belly breaths, inhaling through the belly. Exhale, let it go. Gently walk your hands up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. And simply switch sides. So you're going to turn your right shin parallel with the front of your mat. Left leg comes back. Twist towards your front of your mat, and then exhale. Walk your hands out, let your head go. And it's that gentle compression of your hip to your organs that's going to help stimulate the melatonin and those serotonin hormones that are going to help you feel good and get into that deep stage of sleep. Really relaxing the muscles in your face, unclenching your jaw. Releasing your head. We carry our head up all day. This is such a good time to let it go. And gently walk your hands back up. And by all means, if you have the luxury of time, hold any position a little bit longer. Slowly shift your legs out in front of you. Big bend in your knees to reduce pressure on your low back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fall forward. Let your head go. So not a traditional forward fold. That knee bend is going to help open up the low back. You can also rest your forehead on your knees. Again, any compression here is going to stimulate your hypothalamus, the part of your brain that's responsible for attention and memory. It's also going to calm the amygdala, that fear response in our brain. A few deep breaths. Exhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time, and then roll all the way back. Knees come into your chest. Let your knees drop to the right, gaze to the left, gentle spinal twist. Do slow, deep breath. Opening up the thoracic spine, the top of our back that gets really locked up when we sit. Using your abdominals to bring your knees up and over to the left. Gently gaze to the right. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, extend your legs long. Turn your palms to face up. We're going to do a gentle body scan. Deeply inhaling into each parts of the body, focusing all your attention on those parts. Just simply noticing how it feels to breathe into your feet. Breathe into your knees. Breathe into your hips. Breathe into your chest. Breathe into your shoulders. Breathe into the crown of your head. Breathe into your heart space. Exhaling what no longer serves you. Bending both knees. Taking your time to make your way up to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Or if you're drifting off to sleep, definitely stay in that lying position. One more deep breath here. Exhale, release. Hands draw to the heart center. Om Shanti. Namaste. So that's a very simple restorative practice that you can incorporate before you go to sleep, or you can incorporate it in the late afternoon if you just need to shift, down regulate that system, shift out of that stress response. And again, it's really simple. It's just these really simple techniques that will help make a huge difference in your overall state. So thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you, Seth.
It was wonderful. And here's to our sleep, everyone.